How you doing, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and you join me for a bit of early February fishing. And this one, of course, is a bit of a random vlog. So I hope everyone had a good Christmas and a New Year, because I haven't seen you from quite a bit before Christmas now. I haven't been out for a good couple of months. Been so busy with work, I thought get it over and done with, ready for spring, ready to get back on the bank. So I got all my work done the last few weeks. I've been working 6 days a week like an absolute nutter, and I managed to get 48 hour, well, it'll be more 40 hour, back on the bank. But we've got 2 nights, and I'm down here back at Fenland fisheries for Myden Lake. I always come down here in the winter for a session or two. It's got good winter form, and yeah, there's plenty of 20s to go at and a good head of 30s now. So if you guys follow regularly, some of you might have known I had the 39.5 out of here last autumn time, which was an absolute beast. And there's a couple more in here not far off that size, and one that is knocking on the doors of that size. But size don't really matter this time of year, just looking for a bend in the rod really. Bites are going to be few and far between. Not sure what's going to really happen. I've got the trap set. I've been here, what, about an hour and a half, 2 hours now. But you know, your first session of the year, it takes a lot of bits and pieces to get ready and tackle to sort through. I had crap everywhere. The van was a mess. Everything was a mess. I had cleaned out the van, cleaned the tackle box, cleaning your lines. Everything was in an absolute mess. But we're here. We've got just under 48. Back at Myden, feeling hopeful of a winter bite. Oh, the camera didn't like that angle so much. So the sun is setting in the distance. I'm going to flip you around now. Let's flip the camera around and show you what I'm looking at. Zoom in. Let me sort that out. There we go. Look, the sun's just dipped down below them trees over there. And I'm buzzing to be back on the bank. As always, loving my life. Back on the bank. And that's what's got to be done, innit? So what are we? 6th of February. We had a little warm spell last week. It's gone back cold now. Back down to -2 tonight. Traps are set. I'm just fishing I'm fishing maggot basically. I've put 4 spoms on each rod and put a bag of maggot over the top just to make sure I've got a bit over the hook bait. And we've got one out to the right. Somewhere I'm going to drop my little fat finger out there. Somewhere along there ish. And then of course you've got to go one in the middle zone this time of year, ain't you? The fish do push out in the middle. There should be a few huddled up out there. The water clarity is clear. Crisp packet down there, I'll get that out. It's clear, so the fishing's going to be tricky. I've backleaded both rods, so keeping the line out the way of the fish if there is any. I did see one knock his head out about half hour back, and it was a good size 20, and it was about, where are we? I'm going to drop this down. It was there, right under my finger in the middle of the lake. It's not too far from the middle zone that I'm actually fishing myself. So you can see the babies are all set. I haven't bothered putting a new line on. I probably will over the next few weeks, ready for the new year. But right now we're just crossing our fingers and hoping for a bite or two. So here's camp, all tucked up nice. Got the old Titan back on the bank. I've actually got one of my pals with me. He's tucked up in there on his bed at the minute, and yeah, he's just come down. It's just going to be a bit of a friendly social. He's going to fish over the back there. Look, right over there, there's 2 other lakes, one there and one there. I forget what they're called. They're only small and they're like for match fishing, but they've got loads of little carp and rudd, and but he loves all his coarse fishing. You've seen him on one of my other videos. I'm sure if he gets one over there, we're going to have a look over there at some point tomorrow. So he's going to do a bit of day fishing over there, and I'm going to do a bit of night fishing here. We're going to have a bit of a catch up, and we're going to hopefully get a cold water carp. So enough rambling for now. I'm going to get tucked up, get kettle on, because you can see I've had my work cut out for me, and oh boy, in the tent's done absolutely nothing. Isn't that right, Scott? Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, well, I'll leave you with that one. Hopefully we'll get some nice shots of some fish throughout the night. If not, hold tight and I'll see you in the morning anyway. How are we getting on, guys? It's a bit misty, but I hope you can see me alright. So something a bit crazy's happened. Beans all the mats frozen and it's -1 already, and it's, what's the time? About 9, isn't it? 8:30, 9?
Yeah.
So it's about 8:30, 9, and I've had 3 fish within the last hour and a half. It's been chaos. All on the same rod. And I've got an absolute chunk here. And she's looking up there. She might be a 30. This could be a February 30. I'm just going to get her up. We're going to have a quick look. See what she goes. Zeroed. Right, I'll be back down in a second. A bit. Oh no. No. Okay, not quite 30. This one's actually just over the 28 mark. Looks a lot bigger than it actually is, to be fair. I would have said this was £30. Hold on, let me just weigh that again. Let me just weigh. So bang on now. Give her one more quick weigh just to make sure, because she looks massive. Sorry about this, guys, but it's all a bit chaotic at the minute. Trying to free up some retainers here. Yeah, 28 on the nose. So here we go. Not going to grumble either way. 3 bites in quick succession. Look at this. And she's cold. She's having a bit of a flip. I'm going to get her up. But a good fight, this one. Real slow and doggedy all the way in. And I've got a real old fish to show you. One of the original stockings that was put in here way back when. I'll lift this one up. Come on. There you go, baby. Come on. See if she'll behave. There you go. This was actually the second bite. This one's just touching 28. Cracking winter fish. Get a line on the other rod now. So it's freezing cold. The picture's not the best. But we're going to slip this one back and move on to the next. Right, catch you in a minute. This is part 2. Real stunner on this. Lovely scales across the side. And this one is a touch under £22. Almost a half linear, this one. Got a nice little parrot mouth on it, bit of character. These fish have been caught many a times over the years. See if she'll behave. I think they're coming to the back end of winter now, so they haven't fed properly for a month or two, so they're not quite the weights they can be a bit earlier on in the winter. Look at that. Look at that, eh? Cracking early February carp. Weren't really expecting much to have woke up. It looks like that tiny little spell of slightly warmer temperatures got the fish on the move. This cold temperatures don't seem to bother them at the minute. Loving it, eh? Quality. Right, we're going to get this one back and we're going to get onto one of the real old ones. Don't think it's quite as big as this one, maybe a little smaller, but an absolute beaut. Thank you, girl. And yeah, on we go to the next. Right then, people, we've only gone and bagged ourselves an original broken linear carp. Black as you like, proper old warrior, soft skin. The old fish in here got real soft, leathery skin. Let's get her up for a quick weigh. She's not a giant by any means, but she's still a stunning winter carp. And in fact, that's what we're here to catch, is these old guys here. Oh, that's surprising. Over the £21 mark. Oh, that's a right result. 3 20-pounders in February. Oh, what a creature, full of leeches. And look at this. Oh, I can't wait to get her up for the camera. This fish is like a dinosaur. Some fish just don't get massive. And this is one of them fish, for an example. Black as you like, honestly, black as you like. And here you are, look, an original Vermeiden broken mirror carp, broken linear. I love these old carp. I'm so glad there's still a few of these kicking about in here. Let me get her up. I just love the skin on them, they're so soft. You can feel the age just by the skin. Is she going to calm down? Just holding her on my forearms, letting her beat it out. She's quite sluggish, she's not going to do herself any harm. Look at that, guys. Obviously the bright white light is not doing it any justice, but take it from me, she's as black as you like, got a beautiful little floppy tail, beautiful broken linear scales. Absolute cracking carp, this one. What a cracker. I'm going to flip this one round quickly. So my camera seems to be playing up. I just looked at it and it flipped it round for me there. That was quite bizarre. I think it's due to the temperature. There you go, there's the other side. Just over the £21 mark. Cracking winter carp. Thank you, young lady. I'm going to get you back and hopefully there'll be a bite or two to come. Fingers crossed on that one, and we'll catch up in a bit. Well guys, as if this happened throughout the night. So after I spoke to you with them 3 fish, I ended up going on to have another 3 fish, no, another 2, and then we had this one early this morning, and I got the fish that I've been fishing for all this time. It's an absolute epic looking winter common at just under £35. And when I say epic, you guys are going to be blown away when you see what I've got here. This is an old original common and the king of the lake. Definitely the #1 fish to catch in this lake. So I've had the biggest mirror last year, now I've got by far the biggest common, and this one was just under £35 by an ounce or 2. £35 on my first trip back in winter. Unbelievable. 2020, it carries on like this. The buzzing. I'll just steadying her a minute. She's full of leeches. Put up a different fight straight away. As soon as I picked up the rod, it just melted about 50 yards off me. Couldn't stop it. My mate Scott was like, "Stop milking it, stop milking it." I was like, "All right, mate. We'll see what we got on the end here." I called it. I called it before I even landed it. What it was? What fish? Oh, this is an absolute beast of a fish. Just gonna drop her back down. She's not quite ready. Not quite ready, but bloody cold by the way, guys. Went down to -1 or 2 last night. Everything's still a bit frozen now, to be honest. So yeah. Pretty amazed with the cold water action we got last night. I was well happy with that 28 into a bankless butte. She's actually crapping in the retainer as well. Right, I'm going to see if I can get her up. Here's the big gal herself. Believe me when I tell you guys, this fish is like a block of ice. What an absolute beast of a common. Its mouth is like a tennis ball. It's like it's never had a hook in it, because it doesn't come out. This fish does not come out. This fish is trying its best to beat me up right now, literally. She might give in for a bit. Wow, what an absolute chunk. That is what you call an epic winter common. Just under 35 pounds, unbelievable. Properly made up with this. This is unbelievable start of 2020. When I say a mouth, check that out. You can literally fit a tennis ball in it, I kid you not. And this fish is just perfect in every way possible. It's almost too good to be true. I hope the sun's not disgusting this fish anymore than it looks from this angle. So it looks amazing here. Just hope it's doing itself justice. Cracking fish. Flip her around. Oh, don't mind getting cold hands for a carp like this, do you? An amazing fish. Its head is so black. You can tell this common just spends its days sunbathing throughout the warmer months. Come on, baby, calm down. Calm down. Calm down, baby. Come on. Let's get you up and get you back. Check out that. Wow. What a beast. Cracking carp. Right, we're going to slip her back and we'll go through a few bits and have a chat up in a bit. Right, time to slip this amazing carp back. The size of it. No matter how many big carp you catch, when you catch a creature like this, that's a special moment for anyone. Especially as we're just entering the early stages of February. Look at that. Off she goes. Well guys, I found another deer basking in the early morning winter sun just behind this tree. Got to creep up on them, they're real shady around here. There you go. See what I mean? Managed to creep up on it though. For those of you who don't know, this is the willow lake that they have here, the biggest lake. Got a good head of carp in here, some real big ones to go at as well. You might have seen me previously fish here in a couple of vlogs, I don't know, maybe a couple of years ago now I guess, and I had some cracking sessions on here in the early spring. So I think I'm going to get booked on here for when it opens. It's currently at a close season at the minute, which is pretty good for the carp. Gives them a bit of time to chill out and rest up from the steady action throughout the year. Nice little lake this one, I love it. I'll always come back to these lakes. Just makes you feel homely. Well, I'm going to head back round to my peg. I've been resting it for 3 hours now. So I might start thinking about getting the rods back in. So I'll catch you when we get back round there. Here's Scott's swim. Just walking past him on the way back to where I'm camped up. He's fishing here for the day. He's had like 5 carp already. So yeah, I'll leave this net with you then, mate. Yeah, bring it back in a little bit. Oh, he's getting bites right now, and he's in. Right on cue, look at that. We're in early February, guys, so you know, you've really got to work at bites. Even in this little lake. He's just fishing the float down there in the margins. Great timing. Some lovely little carp in here. I seen one that he had out earlier. Beautiful little black common. Looked like a stunning little version of the giant beast I had this morning. Oh no! What a nightmare.
Unbelievable.
Oh well, mate. Plenty more to come, I guess. Right, mate, I'll leave you with that. I'll leave the net here, right, mate. I'm going to go round back to camp and, yeah, look at the tail swell still coming up on the surface, mate. Right, mate, I'll catch you in a bit. Right, guys, I am literally going to head back to camp and get the rods back in. I'll see you in a bit. Good morning, guys. There's the traps. Caught is a cold one last night. It was Baltic, went down to -3 for a short while. Everything's just starting to unfreeze, thank Christ. And we've got one down there in a retainer. Zapped off probably about 40 minutes ago now. Get out shortly and we're going to have a look what she goes on the old scales. That was on the right hand rod. I've just put that back out now. In fact, in the last 40 minutes everything's sort of melting up a bit, but the reel was fully iced up. So yeah, proper ice carp. Didn't get to do much of an update last night, to be honest, because the temperature just crashed. By 7 o'clock it was nearly -1, so and yeah, say no more. You see how flat calm the lake is. I wouldn't think anything else will be happening this morning, but you never know. The traps are set, so yeah, and the sun is out, the sun is shining. I've dropped one in on the margins now, and we've got about 3 or 4 hours left. And down there is a real absolute stunning looking common, a nice size common too, believe it or not. And I'm sure it's one I might have caught before years ago. I never forget a face. Either way, it's an absolute spectacular common, one of the old ones. So yeah, we're going to get her out shortly and we're going to have a look. And I've got the hot chocolates rolling through at the minute. I've got no milk, so I ain't been able to have tea this session, so I've got serious withdrawals going on. So next best thing, hot chocolate it is, warm up, we get her out, have a look, see what she goes on the scales. See you in a bit. Right guys, here we are on the last morning. Of course I spoke to you about half hour back, and we've got this lovely looking common out now. We're just going to lift her up and see how much she weighs. She feels pretty heavy. Oh bitch, 27 and 3/4. Wow, I didn't even expect that. I was thinking maybe 25, but it is a solid fish. Oh, look at that, mate, look at that. This is an absolute cracking carp, this is, and it is almost like a smaller version of the big giant that I caught yesterday. And what can only be called Baltic conditions, and we've ended up having, is it 7 fish?
Yeah.
7 carp. 7 bites, 7 fish landed, and the king of the lake, that giant common. And this here, oh my god, I'm telling you, this is a spectacular fish. It really is. And I don't care how cold my hands are going to get. This has made my February. I'm not due back out for a couple of weeks now, so this was a bit of a random session. And hopefully my 2020 will continue this way. It feels quite a chunk as well, actually. I feel the weight of it. Feels like it's been eating rocks, this one. Absolutely spectacular fish. Perfect in every way possible. Some people don't even know these still exist in here, these old commons of this size, you know. Especially the one I had yesterday. Not many people know that was still in here. I've come face to face to that fish when I've been up a tree, and it looked like a log in the water, and it looked me in the eye. This was about 2 years ago, and I knew what was in here, and it kept me coming back for that one fish. And in fact, in the last three sessions I've fished this place, I've had the biggest mirror at 39, just under 39 3/4, and then I had the real king of the lake, that big common at an ounce or two under 35. So I've had them both now, all in 3 sessions as well. And look at this, 27-pound winter, gorgeous wood carving common. Have a quick butch at the other side. So I'm not entirely sure where you'll see me next. I will be back on the bank in 2 weeks. The weather's due to spike back up a little bit more, because fishing in -3 is not ideal for anyone. Just having a little bit of a flip around. So keep following, because you never know where I'm going to show up next, and where we're going to be and what we're going to be doing. Look at this, in the morning winter sun, a stunning bulky common, an old common at that, and another original common. I can't really see into the camera lens too well, so I hope it's coming out well, that end, and I hope you can appreciate this stunner for all its glories. Thank you, my baby. What a cracking early February session, and got high hopes for this spring. Right, I'll slip this one back. We'll have a catch up in a bit. Well people, that's it. All packed away now, got the last few bits to grab and throw in the van. Boy, what an epic session that was. It's going to take some beating in February, that will. I don't think I'll ever top that, really. The water is freezing, the temperatures are freezing. Mind you, it's about 9 degrees now and the sun's out and it's beautiful. And you can smell the spring in the air. And the 3 or 4 weeks time, all us carp anglers will be absolutely loving life, back on the bank, having it up. So for now, I'll say goodbye, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe and follow along for the next one. I've no idea where I'll be, so yeah, stay tuned to find out where we show up next. Thanks for watching as always, and we'll catch up on the next one. See you in a bit.